Sorry. No, I thought it was a great win. We needed it in a big way. I thought our guys stepped up. I was really happy with the effort. You know, we were obviously banged up. Herb didn't play. Kind of went with a different starting lineup with some guys that have been healthy and played well in practice. I thought, you know, Jahvon really stepped up and answered the bell. I thought he practiced over the last week as good as anybody, and that shows up in a game. So, you know, to out-rebound a team like that by 13, they had 17-0 boards at Miami Friday. It's a tough rebounding team. It's a team that went in and beat Illinois last year, went in and beat UCF on the road, and then played Miami really tough. That's a good quality team, and I thought our guys played really hard, and the effort kind of trumped any of the mistakes that we made. I thought our effort on the glass, our effort on defense was a lot better. And, you know, and we stepped up and made free throws too. That's always big to help the offense out when you can step up to the free throw line and knock down some free throws.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take questions for student athletes first. Let's start with Cody here on the right.
Jahvon, when did you find out you were going to be the starter, and just what was that like getting your first college start?
I didn't find out until this morning. It was good. I mean, I just feel like I just wanted to bounce back from the loss we took last week. So I just feel like me and my teammates came as a group and decided to get better and play more intensely and more physicality. So I feel like it was good.
For both players, obviously, you know, with the Jahvon's news earlier and not having Herb, just kind of how did you take it upon yourselves to maybe step up and do a little bit more?
Here we go. Well, obviously we wanted JQ to be able to play this year. We want Herb to be in the game whenever he's healthy. So we want them both back as quick as possible. But as far as just trying to step up, I just wanted to be more of a leader tonight. Make sure I was playing hard, playing tough, and just make sure we come out with a win.
Both. I mean, it was kind of bad news, but at the same time, I mean, we support both of them. Hopefully, Her's back by Friday. But in the day, I mean, we had to just play more intensely with the guys we had. So I feel like we did that tonight.
For Jahvon, what does that hard hat symbolize for you, A, and B, Coach has talked a lot about the weight that you've lost and the shape you've gotten in, and how much did that help you in a game like this?
I mean, it just means a lot. The game versus Penn, I had a plus minus 13, so I feel like I had to just play harder, bring more intensity to the game, and just be myself. So me being myself is why I got this. So I created myself and the team.
Jahvon, just talk a little bit about the journey. I know it's been a long road for you to get to this point, and how it paid off tonight.
It's been a long journey. It's been a year, 8 months since I played an actual basketball game. So I just feel like every game is like a blessing to me. I can't take it for granted. Just try to improve each and every day with my teammates and the coaching staff. So I feel like it was good.
We got time for a couple more questions. We'll start up front here with Drew.
This is for Alex. I know you've missed some practice last week. How are you feeling physically? And then talk about playing for Coach O's. This style of play seems to really suit your game.
Well, physically, I'm getting better each day. You know, I just come in working, doing some rehab, some treatment, trying to take it a little bit easier as far as reps go in practice. But I mean, that comes with it. We just try to get better every day. And I love playing in the system. It's fun to play in. I think a lot of our guys are really succeeding in it. And, you know, it's just going to get better.
Any other questions for student athletes? All right, you guys are good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll get questions for Coach Jones. Start with Cecil in the back.
Coach, could you just sort of take us through your day with the appeal and how you handled that news and then coming into the game?
Yeah, so we met as a staff in the morning, kind of went through the stuff we did, showed video of the team, went through walkthrough, finished at 11:30, got JQ, we moved it up. Usually we would have gone 11 to 12, but we want to get JQ out. JQ went out. Conference call was JQ, Greg Byrne, our attorney, and Matt Self, our compliance director. So those 4 guys handled the call. Said it went great. Thought we'd get great news. Then Craig Byrne calls me. So I I got myself a workout in, and kind of at the end of the workout, I kind of had to get my mind off everything. I try to get a workout game days. At the end of the workout, Greg called, said, "Where are you at?" They came down here to meet me in my office, told me that they denied him the waiver. So I couldn't believe it. They said they weren't very happy. They think Greg kind of talked to some people on the committee, but it is what it is. I mean, it's one of those deals where it doesn't fit, and these try to make everything so black and white with the NCAA. Sometimes it doesn't really fit in a box. Like, there's never been an NCAA, an FBI investigation with NCAA men's basketball. Like, if I think if anybody knew what Jahvon and his family went through, we just felt like if you knew the whole story, that any reasonable person would have wanted him and his family for him to be able to play. But it didn't work that way. So Greg we pulled JQ in, talked to him, pulled the whole team in then. That was about 4 o'clock. Our guys come for pregame meal at 3 and then don't leave the building. So everybody's here, pulled them all in. Told them the waiver was denied. Told them, let's control what we can control. We can't control the NCAA's decisions. We can control how hard we play. We can control our reactions to it. Let's react the right way. Let's come out and play hard. JQ is going to make us better this year. And I thought our guys handled it well. They're supporting him. They will support him. He's part of our family now. And, going in, I told him this is going to be win-win. If you have to sit, we're going to make you a lot better. And you come on the scene a year later, killing everybody. If you can play right away, that'll be great. Play you and Kyra together a lot. But, we didn't get it, especially, with Rojas and Jahvon Gary out. Herb Jones couldn't play tonight. Now all of a sudden you're down 9 scholarship guys, and really there's only 8 in the rotation. So it just, him not getting cleared just with all the injuries we've got right now is kind of big. So, but I thought, we had an 8-man rotation today that I thought played pretty hard, especially you got 2 guys foul out with 11 minutes and play with Galen and Beadle. So you put, we as a staff, we said we got to get Kyra more breaks this game. We can't be having him play 37, 38 minutes. And here he is playing 37 minutes again, but we're kind of stuck doing it with our depth right now. So I thought Kyra did a really good job defensively, playing as many minutes as he did, playing as well. And, that answers. He didn't score 30, but he's plus 27 on the plus-minus, so I thought his defensive game was a lot better, and I thought offensively he was attacking, getting in the lane, collapsing their defense, getting a lot of guys wide-open shots. So we'll figure it out. Hopefully Herb plays Friday. He's going through skill workouts and all that right now, and I'm anticipating him. He's a pretty tough kid. If he can go, he'll go Friday.
Nate, to kind of follow up with that, with the NCAA decision, just as a coach, how difficult is some of those kind of what is approved, what's not approved, some of those waivers? It seems it's kind of arbitrary at certain points. Do you feel that, or?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. If you look at the percentage of them granted this year, a pretty high percentage was granted. So, I'm going to control what I can control. I can control how I coach this team, how I motivate the team, how we'll play the guys that the NCAA tells us we can play, and we'll get everybody playing hard in practice. We're going to worry about controlling what we can control, and I would have been nice to have him. He's really, if you guys watch his practice, he's playing at a really high level right now. He'd add a lot to this team, but, another way you look at it, we're adding McDonald's All-American next year and the first-team All-American JUCO guy next year, and then Jahvon Gary. All 3 of those guys will know our system inside and out as well. So we're recruiting right now to add some incoming freshmen. I think we're on some really good ones, but we'll also add 3 guys in the program that aren't playing this year that'll give us a huge boost next year. So we got a lot of games to win this year, but it's a positive way to look at it.
You mentioned after the last game that defense was lacking. Just what do you see from the defense, especially in that first half run y'all put together?
Yeah, so we're big, analytics, points per possession. So our defensive points per possession was a .78 tonight, which is pretty high level. If you're anything under 1, if you're down in the .8s, .9s, that's really good. Last game, we had Herb, the 9 minutes and plus Herb was in. He was a .81 when he was out. It was a 1.09. It's almost 30 points per 100 possessions better with him in the game. So for him not to play in this game and for us still to be a .78 was significant improvement, and I thought it came from everybody. I thought Alex Reese in the ball screen defense was great. Thought Kyra stayed in front of the ball, didn't get beat on any blow-bys. Shackelford was, much improved on defense. Forbes led us in rebounding last game, but he put him in. He didn't lead us in rebounding, but I thought gave us a defensive, intensity that we needed in that group. And Beadle gives us intensity that plays, even though he's only played 11 minutes. I thought everybody, you can go down the list. I thought everybody's defense was improved tonight.
After the heartbreaking loss last week and then the disappointing news today about JQ, how important was it for you and your guys to get out there and get a win today?
I thought it was huge. We needed it. We needed some good news for the program. We would have been bad to go 0-2. And to be honest with you, that loss in the opener against Penn, I think gave us a wake-up call. We're 1-1. Yeah, it'd be great to be 2-0 going into our first road game, but I think the guys are playing well. I think they're getting some confidence, knowing that if we play the way that we're asking them to and give an effort, that we're going to be in games and can win big games. It was a big win for us. So I thought it was huge that we got the win and played as hard and aggressive and great on defense as we did tonight.
At Vane, what does it say about your team that they started 1 of 9 from beyond the arc and then ripped off those 4 straight threes and during the 18-2 run?
Is that what, I didn't even realize that's what we started. We kind of went with a different statting deal at the media timeouts. I've got my assistants statting all the stuff that I think matters to winning. Rebounding, deflections, all blue-collar stuff on defense, on offense, paint touches, and at the rim finishing. And so I kind of didn't even look at the regular stat sheets much tonight, so I didn't realize we were 1 for 9 from 3. I was looking at some other stuff. So it's great. I just think we talk about pounding the stone all the time. If we just play hard on defense, we're going to crack them eventually. We'll go on a big run. That's what happened. I thought our defensive intensity stayed where it needed to be. Whether we hit shots or don't hit shots, it can't affect our effort on the defensive end. Eventually we'll kind of crack the stone and go on a run, and that's what we did tonight. I didn't realize we hit 4 straight, but it certainly helps you in an 18-2 run when you hit 4 straight threes. So I thought our defense was pretty good, though, too. We got some steals, some run-outs kind of in the half. Kyrie got the 1 steal right in the middle of that run or at the beginning of it and kind of got us our energy going, and then we made some pretty good plays, got some kick out. I mean, if you look at our assist numbers, what do you have, 21 assists tonight? Is that right? Yeah, 21 assists on 26 made field goals. Thought the ball was moving pretty well tonight, so I thought Kyrie getting in the lane, collapsing the defense, and getting the kick outs really got our offense going.
And can you walk us through the coaching box violation and then the technical foul from there?
Yeah, I usually get about 1 tee a year, so hopefully this is the 1 tee and that's it. I didn't really think I deserved it. I probably should have shut up after I got the warning, but I didn't think I was out of the box. I thought I was 5 feet inside the box. Maybe I stepped onto the floor. I don't know, but I didn't cuss at him, so I didn't really think I deserved it. But I probably should have shut up after he gave me the warning and just went coach my team again. Control what you can control. I can't really control the refs, so I should probably talk to them a little bit less. And if they give me a warning, I should turn around and go back and coach my team next time. So next time, hopefully that's what I'll do.
Jahvon kind of had a tough time last week against Penn. How do you see him kind of improve this week?
Who?
Jahvon.
Yeah, we got a bunch of J's. I think that like 75% of this team is J something. So even Beatles like James. Go look at our whole roster. So. Yeah, I thought Jahvon was -13 on the plus-minus, if I remember correct, last game. He was kind of into his feelings. He missed some shots he should have made in the lane. I thought it affected his energy on the defensive end, on the rebounding part of it. So we sat down and talked to him, showed him video. I thought he was playing unbelievable basketball about a month, 2 months ago in practice. He was just kind of dominating the glass, was playing really hard. I challenged him, get back to that. What was your mindset a month ago when nobody could keep you off the glass? Whatever your mindset was then, that's what you need to have. So I thought tonight he went in, and he missed a couple bunnies early that he should have hit. So I thought he did a much better job of controlling his emotional well-being, not letting his offensive. And we have too many guys on the team, and I thought did that. You miss a couple shots, then it affects your effort on the defensive end. We can't do that. We're going to miss shots. You're going to miss free throws. You're going to turn the ball over. It's going to happen. We just got to keep playing hard on the defensive end. I thought he did that. I thought his pick and roll defense was great. I thought his rebounds, he got some old boards, kicked it out for three. He got some old boards, turned it over. And then at the half, we just said, like, every time we get an old board, there's 5 guys in the lane. Let's turn around. We call them daggers. Let's kick the ball right out and hit a dagger from 3. So I thought he did that and kind of got us going. So I'm really happy for him. I mean, he's a really good kid that's worked extremely hard, disciplined himself off the floor to eat right, disciplined himself to get himself in shape to play at the level that we need him to play at. And I thought he deserved to have a game like he did tonight.
Couple for you, Coach. Beetle is very important to this team, his ball pressure. Talk about the foul trouble he got in. What was your kind of message to him so he needs to stay on the floor? And then the second, I know you can't name names, but do you anticipate signing anyone this week?
Yeah, 2 good questions. Beetle's huge to us. I think he gives us a defensive intensity that we need. He's used to playing really hard in that system at West Virginia. I knew he had 4. We had talked about getting Kyra a couple breaks, one in the middle of the first half, which we were able to get him, and then one, and I already had Kyra coming out. So then Beetle gets his 4th, and I'm like, can I buy 1 minute with him with 4? And I couldn't. I should have got him out. Should have probably put Kyra right back in and figured out a different way to get Kyra a minute break. But that's on me a little bit for getting him fouled out. But he's got to just play. Him and G both got to play smarter. Like, they both play hard. Playing hard and fouling all the time is not going to be very productive. We just put them at the free throw line. So fouling kind of negates all the hustle. So we got to get both those guys to play really hard without putting their hands on people and fouling. So that'll be a point of emphasis here this week in practice. And then signing day's coming. Look, we're recruiting. I think any of you guys that follow it, follow it closely, which most of you do. There's three guys. Kind of there's a 4th one in there that. But there's 3 guys that are supposed to be making decisions here this week that we're on hard. So it'd be great if we got some good news this week. Whatever we end up doing, we'll keep it moving. I think we put a lot of work in. If we don't get them, it won't be for lack of effort. And we're continuing to work. I'm going to be out recruiting again this week. So let's see if we can get some done. And then, we're concentrating a lot on 2021s, to be honest with you, too. So kind of really narrowed our focus in on the 2020s, and if we get a couple of them to pop, that'll be great news. But we're going all in on some 2021s. That's a big class for us, and we had a lot of them on campus for football games. So we're working hard. I'll be out tomorrow. I got a flight tomorrow to go somewhere. I don't know if probably can't say where it's going, but we'll be on them. We'll be on them all week.
Coach, you guys shot a high percentage on the corner threes tonight. What do you attribute that to, and how important is that to success?
When corner threes are big in our offense, just because if you got both corners filled, and we play an NBA-style offense with the spacing and the quick pace of play and a lot of ball screen heavy stuff for Kyra. So you got to get both corners filled to give yourself as much space as you can possibly play with. So we're going to get a lot of corner threes with the way we play, and when you get them, you got to knock them in. Like, I think, Shaq. I mean, if you look at our three-pointers made, I thought, Kyra hit a couple. He's not necessarily the one getting the corner ones that often because he's got the ball in his hands creating the corner threes. But Beetle got 1, Alex got 2, Shaq got 4. I mean, you look through that lineup, and to be honest with you, one of our best shooters didn't even hit it. We hit 9 tonight. I think we'd like to get over 30 off every game. So we were close. We were 9 for 29. If we could go 12 for 30, 13 for 30, pushing 14, or even when we went 17 for 37 against Georgia Tech, those are good numbers for us. And Petty's one of our best shooters, didn't hit one tonight. So I think we got multiple guys capable of hitting them, and we're going to take a lot of them. The corner ones being a large portion of them, just with the way we space. So it's good we hit them. I think it was good for Shaq to come out and shoot the ball. I thought Shaq, and we talked to him about it too, I thought he focused on the offensive end too much last game. I thought he was really zoned into the defensive end in practice in the game. And then when you really focus on playing the right way and playing hard on defense, your offense just comes. So I thought he did that tonight. And then if you look, he's 4 for 7 from 3. So when he's focused on getting stopped, staying in front of his guy, the blue-collar stuff we call it, the offense just comes. So I thought that's what happened with Shaq tonight. Thanks. Appreciate you guys.